What's up, guys? LA Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 38 of my NBA 2K15 Lakers MyGM Fantasy Draft franchise on the PS4. I can't believe I remembered how to say that intro so well. That intro is so long. Anyways, you see right here, we take a 3-0 lead on the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, who were playing in the conference finals. And then my owner comes in and talks to me and tells me he wants us to bring a sweep. I got kind of carried away saying that we were going to sweep them. Because they will end up winning Game 4, but it's not that big of a concern because we end up winning Game 5 and end up winning the series 4-1, and in turn we are in the finals. So we don't know who our finals competitor is going to be just yet. You see on the other end of the conference, it's the Wizards and Bulls matching up. You guys are about to see who we're facing right now when I show you the player stats of the opposing team. But anyways, here's the player stats for our team, and in just a second I'm going to show you the player stats for the Wizards. So here you go. Oddly enough, they don't have a superstar pack team. We actually played a lot of superstars on our way to the finals, but this team itself doesn't have a lot of superstars. But either way, let's see what Shaq and Ernie have to say about this matchup in the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. Here we are, NBA Finals, Game 1, right around the corner. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And when you take a look at the Lakers, they managed to make short work of the last opponent, finishing the conference finals in 5 games. But they'll need all they can muster to claim the title. And this is it. The NBA Finals, the championship round. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves with a title. You've been there before, Shaq. What's this feel like?
Well, Ernie, it's no time for butterflies. The stakes don't get any higher. My determination just went up a notch right now, Ernie. Pretty soon that ball goes up. You settle in. They're going to get after it. Let's get this game started.
You never got butterflies?
No way.
What did you get in a stomach that size if it wasn't butterflies?
Hungry?
You didn't get like bigger animals than butterflies?
Nope, hungry because I knew the opponent was going to be barbecue chicken.
Oh, that was a layup I gave you right there. Kevin Harlan standing by. Take it away.
Alright, boys, the game is underway. Game 1 of the finals against the Washington Wizards. So this is probably, I don't even remember, but I'm assuming this is the Wizards' first time in the finals in a long time. I can't remember a recent finals that has involved the Wizards. There might be some in the future, though. As you guys may have heard, Kevin Durant has expressed the possibility of going to Washington D.C. Washington D.C. He might have not actually even expressed that, but it is his hometown, and so there are a lot of rumors that once his contract expires, I believe at the end of this year, D.C. will be the place that he would resign. And imagine that team, everybody. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. They will probably need a better big man. I think right now they got Marcin Gortat or something. He may have been traded, I'm not positive, but either way, that team is bound for contention, so that would be a really cool team to see, especially in the East. The only real competition there now is possibly the Bulls if you're looking at a healthy D Rose, and then of course the Cavaliers. Now they got LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Varejao, and their small. I don't even know who their small forward is. I can't even think of it. Oh, their small forward is LeBron. I can't think of who their shooting guard is. But either way, right here you see this guy's trying to back down Reggie Haston. I believe that was Kevin Love trying to back down Reggie Haston, and they actually managed to do so quite well. You see their post-up game was kind of the majority of their offense. So their offense was pretty slow tempo. When you're trying to work in the post, the tempo does definitely slow down, which is completely different from what we run. The only time I run a post-up is when I'm not really scoring it any other way, and I kind of have to change up the tempo to kind of keep the defense off guard. Now, for the most part, my shots and my scores are generated off just kind of creating shots. You see the majority of my points come from me trying to pull off future moves, kind of switching directions, doing step backs, things of that nature. And this team does the complete opposite. You see Isaiah Thomas actually had a relatively fast tempo on offense, but Kevin Love definitely liked to slow it down in his post, and it kind of kept my defense off guard, because if I try to guard a slow tempo, Isaiah Thomas is going to cross me up and get a nice easy layup. But if I played a fast tempo, then Kevin Love would have an easy back down and an easy post fadeaway, post hook, anything of that nature. So this was definitely a more interesting opponent. Now, when I said at the beginning that they didn't have superstar talent, something you have to realize is you don't necessarily need superstars to be a high contending team. You can view Kevin Love as a superstar if you want to. In my opinion, he's just a star. Since his recent, his recent performance on the Cavaliers, it's kind of been seen to me that he's not a superstar yet. He still needs to improve a little bit, but he's definitely a star. And then Isaiah Thomas, just because of his overall, I would consider possibly a star or an above average player. So if you look at the Hawks, who made the playoffs this last season, it's pretty evident just from them that you don't necessarily need the greatest team to be great. I think they made it to the conference finals themselves until getting eliminated from the Cavaliers, or by the Cavaliers. But either way, the point I'm trying to make right here is don't underestimate the Wizards in this series just because they don't have that great of a team. Of course, in my honest opinion, I wish that they had more superstars so this series could be a little more entertaining, focusing on more dominant players. But when you think about it, we had to go through Kevin Durant and LeBron James just to get here, and I think we may have played like Carmelo in the first round. I think we played him, so we played like we played two of the top like 3 players in the league, and then I would consider Melo like a top 10 player, who he used to be a top 5 player. He might even be a top 5 player in the game. I'm not sure how the ratings work in this roster, but I know he's a really good player. So we already had to play a really good small forward the first 3 rounds. So of course it had to go downhill a little bit right here because we've already eliminated a lot of the superstar potential. But we have to be honest with ourselves that this was not an easy playoff run. Now, of course, we made it look easy because we kept winning against everyone. Not only that, but we were like 79-3 or something in the regular season. But in terms of the competition we had and the rosters that we were playing against, this was not an easy playoff run by any means. And that's something different than it was the past few years, because the past couple of years we would play maybe 1 superstar. But in this year, we played 3 consecutive superstars to start off the first 3 series of the playoffs. And now we just got to play a team that's very different than what we've been playing before. So, like I've been saying, the Wizards completely go against all of our momentum. Our momentum was to shut down a superstar. This team isn't filled with superstars. It's just filled with a good team atmosphere. So they're a little bit harder to beat. Not only that, but they have a good mix-up of tempos that's hard to keep up with. Luckily, the one reason I could actually contend in this, because even though they have a slow tempo down low, I have really good big men defenders, so they can adjust to that tempo and are able to play good defense. I got Hastings, who's really athletic, and he's young rookie. And then I got Ibaka, who we all know is just known for being able to block shots and being able to play good post defense, and has a very high IQ when it comes to playing defense. So that's all I need right there is those 2 guys down there. And then, of course, in the perimeter, we got Klay Thompson, who's, in my opinion, an underrated defender. We got John Wall, who's just so athletic that his defense just kind of comes with that. And then our small forward, we got Wiggins and Butler. Butler is probably a better defender. Wiggins is in the starting lineup for his offense. But basically the point I'm trying to make is that we can definitely win this series if we just play well as a team. And right there you see we win the first game by 18 points. Now, I didn't think we were going to win by that large of a margin, but we just completely took off into the second half of the game just to kind of put a whooping on this team. But that's what I want to do. I want to kind of whoop them in that first game so I can continue a dominant series. But either way, if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what you'd make more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.